Welcome back to the Upville Squad. Now we still are getting into conversations with creatives. Now I'm joined by a man who has been trending even before the album dropped, when the album dropped, after the album dropped, after the album was taken down, even up to today. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who has not rapped like that in like 3 years, Camstar.
What up, Josh? How you doing?
Did I do justice?
What an introduction, man.
I think that people should know that you're trending.
I've been trending before the album, when the album dropped, after the album, and even today, this week, on a Monday.
You're still trending. What's with that? What's with you trending consistently?
I don't know, man. I feel like I don't hold back when it comes to my opinions about certain things and how I feel. You know, I'm outspoken, so to say. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, certain people will obviously be like, what? He said that? Did he really say that? Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, most people hold back a lot, you know, for fear of backlash, fear of what people are going to say on social media, especially because, you know how social media is. You know, people have a lot of opinions about everything. So people are scared of that, and I guess I'm not. Yeah.
Now you did mention that you coming back is basically you being extremely open and extremely coming back to a point where you want to show that you are the best that there ever is. But one thing that I want us to get into firstly is you did mention after your album was taken down off of Boomplay that there are cartels who are trying to take down your music, and they're basically trying to stop you and so on and so forth. Who are these cartels? We'll start off from there.
Okay. So before I get to that, I just want to say I didn't come back to show everybody that I'm the best. Nah, that wasn't why I came back. The reason I came back was the agenda that I was pushing on social media, my platforms, was Lusaka artists need to get back in the studio. They need to support each other more. They need to be about what we were about years before, years ago. To be honest, the Copperbelt has taken over a lot of things, in Lusaka. They now live in Lusaka, and they're taking over a lot of things. So I was telling Lusaka people to say, guys, let's get back to this. And then my fans on my platform started telling me to say, dude, you are from Lusaka as well, and you're a rapper as well.
Yes.
So you can't be telling these guys to do these things when you can do them yourself.
True.
So I said, you know what? Let me get back in the studio as well and say a couple of things like I did. It sparked a lot of controversy.
A whole lot of controversy.
Yeah, a lot of people started talking, and a lot of people started now just saying things how basically they are. You know what I mean? So I sparked some sort of revolution somehow. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You definitely did. That's why you've been trending.
Yeah, so I did that. So now back to the cartels issue. I think it's an open secret. There's certain people that in the industry that control things. Gatekeepers. Gatekeepers do exist. So now it's like this. They want to control the system. They want to control which artist is being put on next. They want to control who stays in power. They want to control who goes down in case anybody is attacking them and is a threat to their business. These are things that have been happening for a while. So I was just bringing them out in the open because I do see these things in the background. Name dropping is just something that I wouldn't do because some of these things you do need proof to say.
We would have loved the names though.
Nah, I wouldn't say names.
Okay.
Trust me.
It would have been good to
cartels do exist. It's not just in the music industry. They're everywhere. There's people that want to control the market, monopolize, so to say. And when you're outspoken or when you have certain opinions, naturally they don't like you, and probably they want to take you down. Yeah. Now, so it's a power struggle thing.
Yeah. One thing that I want to put across is you're untouchable in a nutshell, and you mentioned these cartels and how that they're trying to manage, the entertainment industry and so on and so forth. Would you say that you are friends with some of these people in these cartels, or something like that?
Well, when we meet, obviously we talk. We talk in WhatsApp groups.
Okay.
When we meet, we talk. But then it's one of those things where, Camstar, I don't like what you're doing. I didn't like that. So because of that, I'll punish you. And I'm like, oh, you're going to punish me? What? Go ahead. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where we do actually even talk. I know these people, they know me. I know what they're about.
We definitely need to do a documentary around that with Camstar. So
but it's just part. It's part of the industry. You know, these things happen everywhere. It's not just in Zambia. You know what I mean? They do happen everywhere.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's just that a lot of people are blind to these things. They don't see them. You know, so people like me probably would talk about these things openly, like I'm doing right now. You know.
Now, in a recent interview,
it's not a crime.
You did mention how that you needed to address the haters. You mentioned that once you dropped, there was so much controversy around your music and so on and so forth. Which haters?
Well, apart from haters, the controversy, obviously, I've got a song called Reporting Life from Lusaka. That's the first song on the album. I addressed the Lusaka issue on the song. Specifically that song, you know, I spoke about how I felt rappers like J Cash need to step up and be at a certain level. You know, I strongly feel J Cash should be on a certain level. Personally, I do feel that. I feel like he's been on a certain level for a long time, and it has to change to king level. So I addressed that, and that sparked a lot of controversy, even from him as well, because he felt like, okay, you know what you're saying is not true, because I do know I am the king right now and nobody can touch me.
Okay.
So don't think I don't know.
Don't say that I need to be there.
I need to be there. I'm already there,
okay.
You know. So it sparked that, and a couple of radio presenters, TV presenters from certain media houses started posting on Facebook saying Camstar is trying to bring division in the industry, and the only ones that actually came out like that are presenters from the Copperbelt. The LSK presenters did not say anything about that. So I was in fire. You know, a lot of guys from that side started saying a lot of things about me on social media, openly saying this guy, what he's doing is bad, blah, 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 blah. Well, Copperbelt is doing it. Lusaka guys are jealous. There's all this talk, you know. And one of the guys that openly came out to attack me is Jerayo. Yeah, so he openly came out to attack me.
I did see that discourse on social media
on
as
several
well,
posts.
Yes.
On the TRP posts, he went openly attacked me. You know what I mean? He said very, very things that I can't say on TV.
On TV, yeah.
You know, and when I saw that was before I even recorded, before I put my verse on the song Kosai, my current single.
Yeah.
So I had to go back in the studio and I switched the whole verse and addressed Jerayo. So that song was not supposed to be me addressing Jerayo. It wasn't. But after I saw what he was saying, that was like a Thursday afternoon. Thursday night I was in studio. Friday I was done with the song. So it's things like that that even made the album even more controversial. But see, the thing is this. It's not about beef. It's about competition.
True.
Competition is healthy for the industry. You know what I mean? New Yorkers are proud of being New Yorkers. They wear the Timberland boots. They wear the jean jackets. There's a certain way they talk. There's a certain way they rap on beats. They've got a certain slang.
Yeah.
When you look at rappers from Atlanta, T.I., they have their own slang. They're proud of Atlanta, and it's been a battle for a long time, you know, New York versus Atlanta. Birdman even talks about these things. Now, the South been running the hip-hop game for a long time. Lil Wayne did this, Lil Wayne did that. You know what I mean? So, it's healthy competition. It shouldn't be personal. You know what I mean? I respect Magitu's movement. It's a good thing. He opened doors for so many guys from the Copperbelt.
Yeah.
He brought them here, and he's doing the most for them. I respect that. So it's just now me saying, Lusaka, wake up, let's do these things, let's compete. That's what it's about. It's not about beef.
All right. Now, just a yes or no, would you say that you have bad blood now with the Copperbelt?
There's certain people from the Copperbelt that I don't have bad blood with. And then certain people I do have bad blood with because of things that I say, things like these. Certain people don't like this. Certain people don't want any competition anymore. They want things to be as peaceful as possible. They want to keep things quiet as they dominate the industry.
Now, speaking about keeping things quiet, just a few hours after your album had dropped, it was taken off of Boom Play. And we did see how that you mentioned the cartels, which you've already addressed, but what's the actual reason that Boomplay took down your album? Is it copyright issues or something?
So what was used was the copyright issue. That's what they used to take it down. So now the thing is this. The publisher, which is New Age, has had music on that platform for the past, from the time Boomplay came in Zambia. New Age has been a publisher, you know?
Yeah.
And New Age owns the rights to all the music under New Age. So how come today there's a copyright issue? Where is this coming from? We emailed those guys from that side, complained, tried to find out what the exact problem was. And they too didn't know what the problem was. They said, nah, we uploaded these things. They should be there, they should be working. We're like, nah, they're not working. Check. They went, put it back up. The link started working again. After a few hours, it was taken down for the same reason.
Again, yeah.
So now, our lawyers, we do have lawyers, not from Zambia, but from outside Zambia, started emailing those people and threatening to sue. After they threatened to sue, that's when now the album just stuck. And it wasn't tampered with again. Yeah. So the music is on every platform, and no platform has complained about any copyright issues. So what's up with the Boomplay? You tell me.
So maybe you believe it was hacked, or you believe somebody has connections that made them take it down twice?
I don't know. What do you think?
My opinion, I did not want to get the middle.
What do you think? We do have Boomplay Zambia, by the way. Yeah. We do even have a Boomplay Facebook Zambia page.
Yes, yes, we do.
And we do have Facebook. We do have Boomplay handlers in Zambia. Yes.
The question is how? Because if the owners of the site themselves don't know what exactly happened, there should be an inside man.
I believe they do know. I believe they do know.
So you believe that there's an inside man who is just part of the cartels that is trying to take you down from the inside?
Yeah.
Okay. As I said, we need a documentary with you, Camstar, and I'm so serious about this. It's either love or war between you and me right now.
What do you choose?
War.
I choose love.
I choose war because we need to take these cartels to war.
Well, I'm handling them. You know, yeah, they obviously coming at me in different ways, but I'm handling them. I can handle it. I'm a big boy. Yeah, and I'm working with very big engines.
Come on now. Now, do you really believe that there's no better rapper in the country?
You know what? Every rapper believes that. You know, I believe Shefi says Shefi's artwork recently was it has certain things written. One of them was GOAT, greatest rapper of all times.
Oh, you mean Spiling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Greatest rapper of all times. On the other side, there's the other guy that he featured that wrote Heir to the Throne or something like that.
Caesar, is it?
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, so Shefi says he's the GOAT. Slap says he's the king. Magitu says he's the king. What's the problem when Camstar says he's the best?
Because the cartels are coming for you. You see, you're the best. Camstar, you can't do that.
Dude, if Camstar says he's the king, social media is buzzing. Yes. Camstar said he's the king. You hear someone dissing me somewhere. When I say I'm the best, someone is dissing me. I'm like, guys, what's up? What's wrong? Why are you coming at me this hard? What have I done? Could it be true that I'm the best? Maybe I'm the best for real. You know what I mean?
If
and
people are coming at you, then you are.
Probably. You know what I mean? So maybe I am the best for real.
Now, let's drift in the conversation a little bit. And I want to know, because in as much as you fired shots here and there, Critic came out and he did release a diss track for you. Are you guys cool now?
Critic has released a bunch of diss songs. He's not the only one. Many other rappers have dropped diss songs, subliminals. Everybody's dissing now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't even heard some of the disses. I just hear from certain people telling me, Camstar, that dude there dissed you.
He dissed you.
It's for me, it's not personal. You know, I feel like hip-hop is a competitive sport, you know, and you definitely have to go for whoever you feel is at the top. So I have no problem with Critic dissing me.
And are you guys cool now? Are you guys okay now? Or was it just healthy competition?
I haven't spoken to him in a while. I haven't spoken to him even after those diss records dropped.
So you guys have not been in any form of communication. Did you diss him on your song?
On the album?
Yeah.
On the album, I addressed all rappers. Like in general, like, you know what, this is the issue. You know.
He thought you attacked him personally.
I am the king of this issue. So and so and so and so, and yeah, people got offended. You know, so some people got strays, but I did not go at someone directly. Do a whole song.
You believe you did?
Well, yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
it's all about love or war.
There's other rappers who believe I went with them as well. You know?
It was definitely love or war, and some people got the war part. I don't know if they did understand that there was love. There was love too,
and you know, that's hip hop. You know, that's what hip hop is about. You know, when you drop an album, you're supposed to address everything. You know, you're supposed to address your position in the game and what you think is happening in the game.
This is me, I'm the king.
Yeah, it's me. I see what you guys doing. So blah blah blah. I talk about which people that I want to see go a certain direction.
Yeah.
You know, I put on certain people. That's what it's about.
That's what it should be about.
Rappers should be that way. Yeah.
Now let's get
and this is not a peaceful sport.
Definitely, you are not a peaceful man. I think the whole world has seen that you are not a peaceful man.
The game itself, hip hop is not a peaceful thing.
No, it isn't.
You know what I mean? From the beginning, it's never been. You know what I mean? Drake
chose violence.
Drake wants to be number one, the same way Jake wants to be number one,
and Kendrick.
The same way Kendrick was, the same way Big Sean wants to be number one, and they're all fighting for one spot. That's what hip hop is about. So
but
even in
there
Zambia,
enough space?
even in Zambia right now, everybody, I mean, Sheffy's fighting to be number one. He just dropped Spiling. What was he saying? I'm the GOAT.
Yeah.
This guy so and so. What? He took shots at people. Didn't really mention people's names, but he did take shots at rappers.
Yeah, he did.
You know, so it's not just Camstar. It's just the whole industry.
Yeah.
When you listen to Slap D's album, he did take shots on certain songs, and he said he's the king. You know what I mean? The album cover itself is him being portrayed as the king.
True.
So hip hop in itself is not a peaceful sport, and it's not just about me.
I want to take from your words there. You've mentioned Slap D, and I want to be able to understand what your relationship is with XYZ. I believe the fans would love to understand. And you recently said that you pushed Makitu over Slap D. Tell us about that.
At that point in time, you know, Slap has been on top for a long time. You know, Slap was on top before Makitu. That is like. It's public news.
Public news. Everybody knows that.
Yes, and Makitu went at Slap D. And after he went at Slap D, that whole beef made him famous.
Yeah.
This is not me saying
it is.
It's public knowledge.
2000s, 2010s, yes.
Exactly. Makitu dissed Slap D, and that gave him ultimate fame, and he became famous.
Which became the Copperbelt Lusaka beef. So on. Yeah.
That, yes, it's true. And at that time, I was rapping as well. I was young, yes, but I was rapping, and I did have a bit of influence. You know what I mean, in the streets, because of the whole Diamond Jane fire inside. I did have some publicity, and I did have a certain level of power, so to say. You know what I mean? And yes, we did help promote Makitu's movement. We did. This is not a lie. He knows it as well. And if you ever get to interview him, you should ask him. We did help promote his movement because at that time in Lusaka, we did have issues with Slap D. It's not a lie. You know, I had a problem with Rough Kid, and Rough Kid was under XYZ. It was like that was their crew. I had my crew, and I had an issue with one of his people. We had an issue. You know what I mean? It was like that. LB was dissing Slap, was dissing Alpha Romeo. Yeah. So I just happened to be also on the other side, and we did so because of this. We did promote the other side, who happened to be Makitu. You know, and if you get back to that story, you find that even Tommy D ended up doing records with Makitu, dissing who? Slap D.
Yeah, I remember those times. I do.
Exactly. So it was about pick a side. Who you rolling with?
Yeah.
That's what it was about. You know, and a lot of Lusaka people, a good number of Lusaka people actually did go with Makitu. They did support him. And
which side are you picking now? New age, XYZ?
We grown now, man. It's not really.
Alpha Entertainment?
I feel like those kind of beefs and what's happening now, the competition now and the competition then is very, very different. It's very different.
No beef, just a side.
I would not pick a side.
Why is that so?
I would not pick a side. I pick Lusaka.
Ah, okay. So you have picked a side. He picked a side, ladies and gentlemen.
I picked Lusaka because Lusaka has got so many labels. Lusaka has got Headphone Music, XYZ. It's got New Age.
Okay, that's a smart way to run around it.
Nah,
no, that was good.
I really want LSK people to also just do their thing and support each other as a movement. You know, I feel like it's going to be good for the whole game entirely as well. Those guys from that side actually move like a unit, like a movement, and they support each other.
Yeah.
Because they support each other and they move like a movement, they're able to help each other. And it also works numbers-wise. You know, when there's division, less numbers.
Yeah.
That's a fact. It's just 1 + 1 here, you know what I mean? More division, less numbers. You know, more unity, more numbers.
Now, are you now with New Age? And also, what would you rate your album out of 10, Love War?
New Age is a publishing company. You know, they do albums for even artists that are not under them. For example, myself. Yeah. They did an album for Alfa Romeo. It's like M Beats as well. Mzenga Man M Beats has done an album for Tommy D. He's done an album for a mixtape for Waiku, who's under Bailey. So you know, so it's a publishing company as well. You know, so it means even you can do an album under New Age. You know what I mean? So that's what it is there. But then also, I would say H-Mac is a personal friend. You know, so we do certain things together.
Yeah. And out of 10, Love War?
I'll give it 8.5.
That's your piece of music. Why would you give it?
I'll give it 8.5 because I only had 5 days to finish that album. So there's more I could have done. I know. I was just the only thing is I was working with time. We gave ourselves time. Yeah. You know, so there's certain things that I wanted to add to it that I couldn't because we were on a deadline. So that's the only reason why I would say 8.5.
Well, once again, I'm going to say this. Congratulations on the release of Love War.
Thank you.
Definitely an album that has trended more than a whole lot of things that happened this year. Before, during, and after.
And after.
And it's still trending currently.
Have you watched my video, Kosai?
We're about to get into it, actually.
Good.
Yeah, in the next few minutes.
Jareo has to be addressed.